Hello and welcome to this league wrap up. So I decided to get spirits, played a couple of practice matches and casual games, and then I decided to play in a league. This is the list I'm playing, pretty standard list. Playing 4 of the Heralds and 2 Brazins, 2 Spectral Sailors, and then everything else is just foils. And Cyber looks pretty standard as well. Some deputies, 1 Avacyn, 1 Saddle, 4 Mystic Disputes, and that's the list that we're running. Starting with match 1. Good starting opener, or at least okay one. We got 2 Lords, 2 Companies. It's a little slow, not too great, but decided to keep it anyway. Start off with the Temple Garden, so we have that white source that we need after 2. And we're playing Mir. We have a much better start already. Just going to play our Lord out as a blocker. I could bounce theirs, but they just sack and response, and I don't cast it off an adventure, so it doesn't really seem worth it. Alright, they play their Lord. Yeah, they have a much better start than us. They get the swing. No sense just a chump block here, so take it. Spellquell is a okay pickup, but I just need to get my creatures bigger, more blockers out there. Maybe it was right to hold up the Spellqueller. Having to shock in the duel kind of gives away them holding Spellqueller, makes them play into it differently. So at this point, I wish I did not play this Phantom and actually would have saved up for the Spellqueller, because that would have been great to Spellqueller. But then they would have played differently, so who knows how it would have actually came out. But swing in again. Actually, could double block here. That wouldn't have been too bad, but I just decided to take the damage. Another Spellqueller. At this point, I just want to hold that Spellqueller mana up. Alright, there's third Lord. Their third Lord. And Spellqueller that. And of course they have the Petty Thief to bounce with my hand and still get their Lord. Not looking great. Attacking for a lot. At this point, easy block there. Just bounce. I don't actually lose any creatures. It's the third company without enough lands to play it. I only have 2 blockers. I could play a third blocker. Still not in great shape. Lose a bunch of creatures to block if they have any kind of thing. Answer for any of my creatures, I just die. Yeah, and that's going to pump up the Wanderer. Like, I'm not coming back in this game. It's over. For game 2, I went ahead and sided out the Brazins, sided out 1 Herald, and a couple of the companies. Collected Company just doesn't seem great in this matchup when they can just counter it with their 1/1 Spirit, the Mountain Wanderer. Maybe should have just taken out all 4 of them, but I did want some of them revenge because they can help bring back a game that I may be losing. So, and then brought in the 4 Mystic Disputes, the Avacyn, much better starting hands. We got some decent curves here. And one Mushroom Wonder is always good. Turn 2. I could chalk in, play the Lord, but I just try to get the Wander out. So next turn I can swing for more. He's got double blue, he doesn't have his white source yet, or green. There's my Lord. I was miss drawing a land and playing my land drop, so it's not too great there. Hack in. Turn Rally Chains. Alright, he's got his white source now and 3 mana. Saying that spell queller. I draw my 3rd land. I go ahead and expecting a spell queller. I just play the 2 drop so I can save that 1 mana for the Sailor. And he does that. So he gets my Phantom. But I still have this 1-drop Spirit up, so I can swing with these. If he blocks, I can instant speed flash my creature. Doesn't block, I still get that extra 2 points of damage. I'm down to 6 now. Alright, I've drawn another Sailor, so pretty much the same thing as last turn. I'll play out my Spirit into the spell queller. And have my 1 blue open that I can use for my Sailor. I attack in. And then he thinks about blocks here for a little bit, and then he decides to block everything. So I prioritize killing the Quellers so I can get my spells back. My Sailor out so I can get pumps. Misclick here, and I end up not casting the Selfless Spirit off Spell Queller. That was definitely a misclick and not good, but I don't make that same mistake twice, and I do actually cast the Supreme Phantom. Then he plays Decades down. Gets a good 2 for 1 there. And then drops his Lord. So start zooming in. Draw lands. Now I could play with the Lord and attack, but I don't really have good attacks even after playing the Lord. So I just sit back to draw some cards and see if I can get some better spells to play. I have plenty of life, plenty of resources. I'm going to sack a clue to draw a card. And I draw the Router Chains. I'm going to just get that out rather than sacking the second clue. That way I can play my Spirits at instant speed. It's always good. Alright, they get killed. Get to tap down my attacker. I still swing in because I instant speed Lord or the instant speed Selfless, depending on how they block. Like that, so I get to flash into the Lord. Now our boards are looking pretty identical. Rattle Chains and Eagle. Draw a land, go and sack this clue so I can draw a better play. I don't draw a better play, just by drawing no lands. I can start at instant speed. So I hold on to the Selfless. I tap down my attacker. Think about making that trade and then flashing in the Spirit, but I don't really think it's worth it. So I just take 6 and then flash in the Spirit. More lands, land for the turn. Then we have attacks here, so just pass. He also just passes. I draw more lands and I pass. It's mutable. I think he forgot this Lord only affects flyers, so he doesn't actually do anything with this mutable because I just block it with a 2-2. I realize this is only a 2-2 and passes. After me, I draw more lands back of the turn. Probably should have played Temple Garden, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. I have so many lands. And I only played 2 Spectral Spirits, and they're both already dead, so I don't even have anything to do with all these things. Draw another one, because I need more lands. I'll put Temple Garden out this turn. I mean, he's drawing quite a bit of lands too, so quite a bit of stale with. I draw another land. I land. Be glad this is fast forward. Get this draw go. The lands. It's turn. And then now they draw their Spectral Spirit. They get to tap down my guy, and they get to draw 2 cards this turn. Get to draw more cards on their turn. It's all they have to do is draw 1 more Spirit. They get to tap down my guy, swing out. It's over. So lost that first match through here. On to the second match. We got kind of a land heavy opener here. Not too bad though. Got some okay things. So decide to keep it. I'm going to start Foundry so I can have my white mana from my turn 2 Selfless Spirit. And they get their Supreme Phantom. So here again. Another breeding pool. Selfless Spirit. Get their hill, tap down my thing. Swing in for 1. Probably should have attacked there. I would have got 2 or 3 damage in. Probably wouldn't have blocked and I just swung back for 3, so I'm play my Herald pre-combat to try to tap down his attacker. And he has a Queller. Just counter and tap down my blocker. More reason that I should just tap. Draw another Herald. This time I don't play before combat. Tap down. Then I play it afterwards for a blocker. Tap on the sailor. Block their hand. Get off the field. Alright, so I could have shocked that in so I could play all three of these cards. With me at 11, I don't think it's necessary to play all three spirits up. So our card. To the board. So we're going to take all the damage. Chains and flashing selfish. Draws another card. I'm at 2, so not looking too great. Selfless. Swings out with everything. Dropping Malisham Wanderer first, so we can get the buff after playing the Supreme Phantom. Then he's got the Herald, so he gets to tap down my biggest blocker. My 4 creatures to block his creatures. Go ahead and block like such. And then sack my spirit. They just play more spirits. No cards in hand at least. From them. 2 life and any one of their creatures is lethal. Need a lot of blockers. The company would have been enough blockers, but it was okay because I draw land instead. So out and shock it in. So it's up to 0. Going on to my own turns. So we got game 2 against Spirits. Sideboarded the same way. Took out 2 companies. Took out 2 Brazins and the Heralds to put in the 4 Disputes and the 1 Abyssal. In hands, it's a little light on lands. 2 lands and 3 3-drops. Little risky. Best. Got a 2-play. They get to turn Wanderer. Worth flashing into block. We will flashing their chains as well. Alright, still not a land, so down to her. Going to play the Selfless, which taps us out and allows them to drop more. Almost like a land, but opposite. Go and block here. We have the Spirit. Counter that, just so they don't get that pump. And they also have a second creature to play, so they he's done to gain that pump. Finally draw a third land, shock that in, and play a Lord while they tap it. Still not great though. We have almost identical boards, but he has one more land and two more creatures. So taps down one of my blockers. And gets the attack. Block. Take the 1 free block here, Spirit. And so I draw Spellcaller. Deputy. So go ahead and Spellcaller this, so I'm going to get rid of blocker, and he has a Mystic Dispute, so I can block. Chump block and go to 1. Chump block here, take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I go to 1 with just an eagle. Oh wait, no, I don't get to jump block because it's attention. Yeah, so that's game. Not starting the league off great. 0-2 now, going into match 3. One die roll, so I get to be on the play. Good curve here. Special Sail on 1, Chains on 2, Spellcaller 3, and there's a push. So we're against Mono Black, double champions, that's pretty good. Rattle Chains, another Spellcaller, that's pretty good. 2 into Spellcaller whatever he plays, or drop a Softness, which is nothing. Attack him. Currently not winning this race. And that's something, so we're Spellcaller. Not worth it to shock that in, just so we can play double Selfless. Well, anyway. Wrinkle, that's definitely worth Spellcalling. Oh no, comments. Yes. And turn. Just flashing this Wander while we can, while the Rattle Chains is still alive. Just let it die. And then our opponent's seen enough, lethal damage on the board. So, I guess as long as we play a Spirit, which we know we have one. Alright, so that's game 1. For game 2, we sided out the Breath and Farmers, and we put in 2 deputies. I'm not really quite sure how to sideboard, so probably didn't do that right. Opening hands. A lot of lands. not good. So toss that one back. One land. I mean, that's what happens. So first one was too many, second one was not enough, third one should be just right. It's actually pretty close to just right, so unfortunately we do have to put two of these cards on the bottom, otherwise this would be an amazing hand right here. So put company one of these lands on the bottom, keep this lower curve, and hopefully to draw into the higher end. And there's a Thoughtseize. It's always best down to 5 is take your best card. Drew back into the Thoughtseed, or the Collector Company we put on bottom. Play off this Rattle Chain. Gets pushed. Alright, more lands. Get to play a Spirit. And gets Grasp. Alright. Not too bad. This Wrinkle. That resolved. But before combat, we're going to tap that one so it doesn't get to this thing. We'll take 3 from the Harvester though. Give it life. So Deputy, you get to insert Wrinkle. Here's where I realized that sideboarding Deputy in against Mono Black was probably not a smart idea because they have so much removal that Deputy doesn't actually answer their threats. They just get their threat right back. So make that note for sideboard. You sacrifice a creature. Sacks his Gutter Bones, expecting him to return Gutter Bones to his hand here. Hoping to draw green. Still green for his company. It's a Gutter. Luckily coming in tapped so he can't harvest. Expecting to discard this Rattle Chains, keeping the company, hoping to draw a green source. But he doesn't actually activate any of those, so his 2 cards in hand must be pretty good. Splashing this Rattle Chains. There's a bush. Stuff this. Yeah. I mean, I could play this out, but he's got this whole thing going on. Next turn, you can just crew, attack, jump block, and he, I mean, there's a chance here, but it's just not worth it. Lost this game. On to game 3 of the match. I fixed some of the things I did in sideboarding. I took out the deputies, and then I put in 1 resting piece, and I put in the Avacyn. Avacyn seemed pretty good at blocking Wrinkle, as well as the Harvester. And Rest in Peace just deals with some of his recursion that his deck plays with the skeletons and zombies. Opening hands, again, 1 land, doesn't produce blue, so all the cards in our hand cost blue. Not good. Much better. Keep that, and Put the Selfless on bottom. Start with that Wanderer. Thoughtseize, but I'll protect my company and just counter it. Maybe not the right thing, maybe I should just let him have the company. Flashing the Selfless Spirit, or the Rattle Chains. Rattle Chains targets up, and it gets pushed. Seems familiar. I've seen that before. Alright. Get the Lord out. And it gets pushed. Another example of mono black does. Have company mana open. They don't do anything with their turn. Play out this company away. Not a whole lot of choices there. Get our 2 cards. Yep, they have Grasp. And the mana to pay for Grasp, but I want to sack. Alright, draw another Breeding Pool. Needed that Breeding Pool left. Champion. And Wrinkle. So not looking good for us. Swing. Make a sacrifice creature. They have no cards in hand. We have 1 card in hand. They only make a sacrifice creature. They don't make us discard. Maybe just a misclick on their end. Selfless Spirit. Oh, it's a Trump blocker. So play that out. I should have held on to land. But I was surprising we still had it. Mutable. I was going to Trump block the Wrinkle, but actually trade here. Seems fine. I don't care about Wrinkle activating any of his modes. Harvester, that's fine. Alright, rest in peace. That's going to prevent his skeletons from coming back. Prevent him from doing his little lock. It's a swing for 3. Still pretty fast clock on us. Swing in. Didn't play spell first, so it's not going to make us discard. And then he plays the champion. Could have played that first and could have made us discard. Maybe afraid of spell call, I don't know. Gonna play out the options. Alright, another land. Alright, we get to jump here. Go to 3. And hope for company. I think company might be the only thing that can save us. Selfless, it's going to jump 1, he's going to swing in. That's game. 0-3 in this league now. Best we're going to go for now is 2-3. At least get some of our player points back. And get to more practice, because obviously we need it, we're not doing well. Open our hands. No blue source that comes in on tap turn 1. It's still a good hand. It's not nothing long in. Coasts. Yeah. Here's a breach. Don't know blue source on turn 1. I have a little slow hand against this breach deck. Looks like they're not having a slow hand here. They get to turn 2 field. Auto chains. Alright, that's good for me. Their turn 3 is just setting up for the next turn. I don't have much of a clock going, but at least I'm not dying. Auto chains. Let's see if this. I was thinking about playing the lower attacks, but I think it's rather better just to maybe fluff out the spell queller. It might have worked because they didn't play anything. So now I just get to play out. Selfish Spirit and Nostrum Wander. Maybe the other order was better. Could have mattered. You're going to explosion targeting the Wanderer. Like I said, no matter what they target, I just counter it. Don't let them draw cards. Anyway. And the Mushroom Wonders, already draw, swing in, box. This time I actually do Flash in the Spirit, because now not only do I get to finish off the Razor, I get to get an extra point damage in. Alright, so they do their thing, there's Breach. Just hope that maybe this Mushroom Wanderer can counter something important. Clicking through their turn fast, they're just doing the breach things, you know, having a lot of mana open, which is making this Wanderer look like it's not going to do much. Guess that with 5 mana still floating. Alright, so here's a big spell. Explosion for 5 on the Phantom. They have 3 mana open, so I'll flash in the Wanderer, I'll make them tap out. They tap out. So they get to draw 5 cards. They only have 1 blue, not a lot they can do with that, so they get to live another turn. You have to discard, you know, and sack the breach. More lands. Swing in, get that 4 damage in. Alright, here they are. Full hand cards. Going to do their thing. Actually don't have any interaction to stop anything that they're doing. Granted for the Ugin. And they play Ugin. And minus, I sack the Spirit just so it doesn't get exiled. Doesn't really matter, but I mean it could. Just kind of one of those good practice things to do. I guess some cases it might actually be better just to let it be exiled. Not a match is really going to matter. Them rather than the Ugin. I don't think I'm winning this anyway. It didn't matter their attack. But their Fae as a blocker, set up the mana. Draw Rattle Chains, game breaker there. Really just open on like running companies. I think that's the only chance I have is some really good companies. Granted for Jace. Get some card damage going. Don't play with Rattle Chains, it's not really a point to play it, just to have it be hit by. Alright, they have all the mana they could want. With 4 Lotus Fields out. We got an Ugin that can ult. Go ahead and hope the best here. On their Fae, the other Fae, you draw the company into some boards, steal a win somehow. Bounce the Fae to their hands, and do that the other one gets taxed. Breeding Pool is not going to draw us over to win this game. Attacking for 5, 4. Last time we can battle genes. Down not coming back. I don't know if they quite win next turn, but I don't have any outs left. So on to the next game. Game 2 against Breach. So side out the Heralds. They don't do a whole lot against Breach. I can tap down their Brazers. Not really all that great. I'd rather have the 2 Rest in Peace and the 4 Disputes. So also took out 2 Selfless Spirits. Opening our hands. Missing white mana, but it's got both our sideboard Rest in Peace. It's got 3 of the 6 cards we decided in, so it seems keepable. I don't quite know why I played at Sorcery Speed. It does have Flash, but I also could have left this Dispute mana open. That was definitely a misplay there. But it doesn't matter because they played Grazier, couldn't kind of bet anyway. Going to Ashes Lord. Still can't actually attack him with Grazier. Next turn we can attack. Ratchet Bomb. They put it up to 1. Do it right away too, so. Alright, more Mystic Disputes. Not drawing that white mana we need. Alright, we finally got our white mana, but now they're Ratchet Bomb on 2, so it's not really worth it to play out the Rest in Peace yet, and they don't even have Graveyard, so go and play the Lord and attack him with the block. Alright, so Ratchet Bomb on 2 and 3 now. Still not a reason to play out these Rest in Peace. Attack in, block. The tricks, they cycle Vizier to untap the Ratchet Bomb, blow up the Lord. They still take the 2 damage. Fae as a blocker. I'm going to Spectral, draw a card. I could have counted the Fae, but I'd rather just a card advantage. Fae's not really that hindrance to. It does block pretty well. They block. What happens there? Draw another card, try to get some more threats out here. Lord's a pretty good threat, play that out there. Now I get to attack again. They actually still get to block. Making me think maybe I should have counted that Mystic Dispute. They're still missing their main namesake card. And did. So they finally have the lowest field. And now they have a sizable graveyard. Go ahead and attack in. Have them block. How it's worth it to actually play out this Pressing Piece and play out this Selfless Spirit. Or I guess I don't play out the Selfless yet. Save that mana to draw a card. Just always trying these duels against this deck. They're not going to win by combat damage or by any kind of damage. So, in my opinion, it's an easy to spend resource on land coming untapped. Attack in. Block again. And now we play with the Selfless. Forces a Ratchet Bomb crack. Sack the Selfless to save the Supreme Phantom. This does die. Cool. Get the strings, get some mana. Page. Maybe some of these things are what I should be countering. I don't quite know. Chandra is something I definitely would have liked to have countered, but didn't exactly do that. So Chandra, kill. Then I get to pay my 2 mana, bounce their blocker, they have to Brazen, and have 6 power with attackers. And that's enough. I'm going to scoop it up. Gain 3 against Breach. Kept the sideboard the same. Opening hand's a little slow, but it's got some interaction, so take that. One Grazier again. Grazier is definitely good against this deck. That Reach pretty much blocks all the fires. Again, shocking in, life doesn't matter, and allows me to save up my dispute. Go ahead and use it on the planning. Let's try to slow him down from Lotus. And allowing me to still plant curve. Copies my lands. Doesn't have a field yet, so not much else. I'm flashing the sword, so I just haven't seen many spell colors this game, so it's match. Still shocking in lands. Probably didn't actually need shock that land. Counter on Blast Zone up to 2. Just flashing some creatures. Just play out the Browser as a 4-2. Seems very powerful. Damage from that to 4. Just copying more lands. And there's the verdicts. But we got the Selfless Spirit, 5/5, sack that for protection, and swing in for 4. So we got a match. We're on match number 5 of the league. Currently 1-3. Alright, so opener hand, I click go fast there, but it's a good opener hand. It's kind of heavy on the 3 drops and only 2 lands, so it's quite possibly it can go bad. It seemed worth to keep. Alt C is hitting one of our spell quellers. Too bad, we zero another one. Good pickup. We need that 3rd land. Got it. Get to play at this Wanderer. I'm going to play the tap land there so I don't have to payment on it. Next turn I can play this untap land. Only 2 drops, so. Ops. This card on the bottom. Narset. Reveals. Mystic Dispute. Going to just play out this Lord. I really hate tapping out, not holding up this spell queller, but I want to get Narset. The spell queller seems a little less good when I know he has a Mystic Dispute. I'd rather just get this Eagle out. And see if we're punished for it. Jace, not really that heavily punished. In fact, Jace is pretty ignorable. Too much even worth it to try to kill, so we just go for the player. Couple of turns away from killing him. Seems a lot better than trying to get rid of this Jace. So they don't play anything. They know we have at least one of these spell quellers. Just going to play out this company. And they just pay the 3 mana for this Dispute. So, in a good spot here to just finish them off next turn. They don't play anything. It might have been worth it to play the spell queller, but I didn't really want to tap out. Play the spell queller to get the push. Just so we can keep this pressure and keep these attacks. And this is lethal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they go to downfall, so now I kind of have to sack this, otherwise they just get to push. Kill it anyway. 3. So now they need something really good here. Plus up Jace to try to find it. Next second Jace up, plus that Jace to try to find something. And yeah, they don't find anything. And we got game 1. So we're on game 2 now against the Mirror Inverter. There is argument for reciting in Rest in Peace or not. It does stop dig 2 times, and it does make their combo have to one-shot, or it just kills them. Ultimately, though, I don't think it's actually worth it to side it in. I'd rather have the creatures in my main game plan than drawing into a Rest in Peace. Sided out the Heralds and 1 company to put in the 4 disputes and the 1 count. The other counter. risky hand here. One land. Got a really good curve. There's only one land, so we got game one. We're gonna risk the one lander here on the draw. Risk isn't looking too good here. They push, they counter it. Still not looking too great. They opt. Not worth the dispute. Again, still not worth the dispute. Thought sees. Just trying to get the sailor out. And they take the dispute. Alright, we found the second lane. Attacking the flashing this Rattle Chain. Third lane, we are actually doing it now. In there. We play the inverter. Just going to spell color that. I don't know if I have the rest of the combos. I'm gonna have 3 cards in hands. Probably worth it just to not risk it. Burns pretty good. That allows us to company. Looks like a 1-lander got there. And here's the other inverted truth. So we're company here to try to find the either spell queller. Do not find the spell queller, but you pick up another board, and it's just another good solid creature. So he's at 9 life. He blocks the biggest thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he's 10 without even knowing about the second lord in our hand. So we did it. We finished this league 2-3. Not too bad. A couple of the games I might have been able to make a little bit better plays. Maybe could have gone 3-2 this league. Overall, not a bad finish. Definitely some things to learn from this league. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Until next time, I'm out.